Say hi, Coco. Say hi, Babash. You're such a cute baby. Oh my goodness. I do want to start the video by saying that this is done with no bad intentions. I have grown and I'm sure he has grown. I just want to tell you guys this funny story because to me now I laugh about it. Back then, you know, it's gonna get crazy. I'm hoping this video is not too long, but I just showered, so I'm gonna start with my skincare. Okay guys, so this is the story of how I found out that my boyfriend at the time had a girlfriend on the side. And yeah, it gets crazy. Let me kind of start with a little bit of back information so you guys kind of get the picture. So I want to say I was about 20 years old. I thought I was in love with this person. He was the same age as me, so we were pretty young. We were already living together, but the thing was, I was working and going to school at the same time. Monday through Friday, I was at work from 8 to 4:30 p.m. and at school from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I would literally come home, sleep, go to work, go to school, come home and sleep. Saturday and Sunday, I did have it off, but most of the time he was working, or was he? This stuff smells so good. I thought things were so good, and then there was times where he would be like, I'm gonna work late, and I never really gave it a thought like, oh my god, he's cheating. At the time, because I was so busy, I would never question what he was doing. So there was a couple of times where he would be like, hey, I'm gonna be working late, or I'm still working. I would be like, okay, it's fine, don't worry about it. And now that I think about it, like, holy crap, I was so... But let me just tell you, you live and you learn. It wasn't up until like later that things started kind of like coming up, and I was realizing that maybe he wasn't working, maybe he was out with his friends. And like I said, I really didn't have a problem with it. I just wanted him to tell me, because like I said, I'm not home, I'm not with him, and it was shady, you know. Interesting thing is, I was so naive. Like, this guy was doing way more than I could even imagine. Like, I honestly was so crazy to think that he was just going from work to home, because that was not the case. Well, at the time, and even like now, I was very close to my coworkers. So fast forward to like a couple months later into me working and going to school, things started to just get bad. We weren't really seeing each other. There was a couple of other things that started coming up that I would ask him about that really actually bothered me, but to him, I was just overreacting, you know, you're just crazy type of thing. And no, girl, like, if a man is ever telling you that you are crazy, you are not crazy. Let me just tell you that. Well, okay, so that was that. And a lot of the times I would just like get upset and cry about it and then get over it, because he would end up making me feel special within like the next few days or whatever. So I would get over it. But there was one day where I was heading to work. Get this, I was heading to work, and my coworker, my guy coworker, texts me out of nowhere, which he never did, not in the mornings unless there was something wrong or he wasn't gonna show up. He texted me and he asked where I was at, and I clearly remember just feeling sick to my stomach, because I knew that that was not something he normally did. So I was like, I'm headed to work. And I remember it was a Monday, and I was like, oh, I'm on my way to work. And he texted me back and he was like, okay, I will see you here. And I was like, okay. So I remember the drive there had me going crazy. I literally was like, what could, like, am I in trouble? Did I mess up? What did I do? Anyways, so I get to work and I'm super nervous, and I remember my coworker was just like sitting at his desk all serious, and I was like, oh, something is wrong. And then he tells me, you might want to sit down for this one. So I'm just like, okay, can you just tell me what happened? Like, did I do something? And then he's like, no, but it's about... I go, my boyfriend? You don't even know my boyfriend. Because he didn't. He did not know my boyfriend. Like, he knew of him, but not him. And when I say he knew of him, it's because he knew of him through me, you know. Oh, that's your boyfriend. He had seen pictures and so on, but he had never like met any of his friends or anything like that for him to know like what was going on with him. So I was kind of like, okay, like this, what is he talking about? I just wanted to cry because I didn't know what he was going to tell me. And honestly, I remember that morning I had left my house thinking, I can't wait to see you when I come home. Thank you so much for this weekend, because we had such a good weekend with my whole family. Fast forward to him being like, you need to sit down. So then I sit down and he goes, I'm gonna show you something, because if I tell you, you're not gonna believe me. And I go, oh my God. Oh my God. I think part of me already knew, but I also like didn't wanna, you know, see it. So I was just like, okay, show me. So he gives me his phone. And this is, guys, where I just lost it. He gives me his phone and he opens up Snapchat and he's like, click through her stories. And guys, wow, look at those brows. Once he gives me his phone, I open up his phone and I start going through the snaps, and I don't even know what my reaction was. I probably cried. I feel like I just kind of said, well, okay, good to know. I am cutting things off with this guy right now. So it turns out that that girl was a stripper that was pretty well known in Portland or something like that. I don't even know how my boyfriend at the time met her. I think he met her through some friends, because, well, that's what she said to me. But I remember being like, who is she? I've never seen this girl in my life. I've never seen her in his phone. Like, who is she? No shade to her at all, girl, get your money. But I was just kind of like, all right, I guess so. So that was that, and I just kind of wanted to leave it at that. I didn't even want to like talk to him. So I grabbed my phone and I text this dude and I'm like, hey, by the way, I know of your other friend. Have a good life. Leave me alone. So on and so on. Keep in mind, there is pictures, there is videos of them. So I went on my Facebook, I found her and I messaged her and I said, hey, look, I know, I don't blame you, girl, it's not your fault. And then she told me, but I met all of his friends. And I was kind of shook that she said that, because I texted his best friend at the time and he had no idea of this whole thing, which I wasn't surprised. I wasn't even mad. Honestly, I wasn't even mad. I was just wanting to let her know that this guy was a jerk, not only to her, but, you know, to me. So I left it at that because she honestly didn't want to listen, and I was just like, well, whatever. So then, like, later on throughout the day, he is blowing up my phone and he is just like, I'm so sorry, I don't know who she is, it's not me, like, you're crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, dude, good to know. I am wasting my time talking to a crazy person, because that is you, and the girl literally admitted that it was you. So I really didn't care at the time, like, anymore. I was just kind of like, good for you, dude. So that was that. But yeah, I literally found out through the craziest way. I never expected to find out through a coworker. Like, I never expected to go to work and be like, yeah, your boyfriend's cheating on you, here are the snaps. After I had messaged her, I'm pretty sure she was upset, and she did message him, and he messaged back saying that he didn't know her, so to stop messaging him, which I thought was super mean. She did send me the screenshots, and he was basically denying it was not him, and that she needed to tell me, and we both thought he was crazy because homeboy, it's you in the pictures. Like, everything he was telling her and everything he was telling me just made no sense. And at the end of the day, I did tell the girl, you know, I don't hate you, it's not your fault, it's not you. Like, I know it's not you. I know that it's this crazy person that basically had both of us fooled. How did this even start? But like I said, me and the girl, I don't think we like really fought. She was just kind of like, okay, my feelings are hurt, I can't talk to you anymore. And I was like, girl, your feelings are hurt, I've been with this guy for 2 years. But I was just like, I understand, so I'm gonna let you go. And later that day, obviously because I was going to school for beauty, I really couldn't be on my phone unless I was done with a client. Throughout that night, I wasn't checking my phone or anything. But when I did between clients, I realized that I had a text from the girl, and it was so funny because this girl legit texted me, you know, your name pops up every time we watch Netflix, but I never questioned him about it. You think that Netflix account was mine, but obviously because my name would be like there and then his, I'm sure she probably questioned whose Netflix account it was, but it probably just never came up. So that's how she noticed that my name was always there. She just never questioned it. But okay, so I had to stop filming because I was not getting anywhere. This is what I ended up doing with my eyes, a little winged out moment. Actually haven't done a wing liner in a minute, so I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. But yeah, moral of the story, trust your gut when things start to go wrong or when you start to have doubts. Girl, talk to him, and hopefully he will be honest enough to tell you the truth. But finding out from my coworker was just wild to me. Now we just kind of laugh about it, and later down the road he was like, I told you so. But you know what, you live and you learn. All done. Look at me, I just went ahead and finished it off. I added a lip. This is Dose of Colors. More creamer please. I just dropped it. It's pretty old, but I love it. I hope you guys like this look too. Let me know if you would like to see a step-by-step of this look. I know I was kind of all over the place, but to end the video here, I just want to say that was definitely a growing experience for me. I feel like I will never let a man tell me that I'm crazy. So if you ever have a gut feeling or intuition, open those eyes. It's better for you to just end it in peace. Yeah, that was it, guys. I found out that my ex was cheating on me by my coworker. How crazy is that? You never expect to walk into work and see some snaps of your man with someone else. So that was definitely a growing experience. At the end of the day, I had no hateful feelings towards the girl because at the end of the day, it was not her fault. It was my ex. He knew he was in a relationship and he still chose to start this other relationship with this girl. And she was pretty honest with me as opposed to my ex, who was still denying that it was him on the Snapchats, even though homeboy, your face is right here. I know that that is you. But some men will lie and lie and lie, and yeah, don't ever let a man tell you that you are crazy, girl. Never. We know, okay? We always find out the truth. But with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've gone through something crazy like that. This was my first story time, so I was a little bit nervous, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on that little bell down there so you are notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.